December is over, which means it's time to account for every single cent that we spent. We have a budget of 3,500 US dollars a month. So how did we do in December? And today's video is a little special because if you stick to the end, we're going to wrap up our entire 9 months of full-time travel and end our budget for 2024 today. There's some news about our January budget, so stick to the end.
Yeah, and for December, we spent half of the month in Brazil and half of the month in the United States. So those are the numbers that you are going to see. And the first category is going to be entertainment. And we did not spend any money at all. I am happy with it. $0. So just going out and walking and enjoying
spending time with family.
Yep.
Yeah. Next category is our cell phones. We each have a plan with Tello, and we spent $16.
Yeah. The next category is going to be personal care. And for personal care, we spent $19. And the amount was actually to cut my hair.
Mm-hmm. Here comes medical. We spent $40 for the month on medical, and this actually included 4 months of prescription medication. The prices in Brazil are fantastic for if you need to buy any medications.
Yeah, the next category is going to be fees and charges, and in total we spent $156. Out of this amount, the majority of it was actually to a new credit card, a sign-up bonus that Christine got. So she's got the Chase I8G business card.
Yeah, and we use that card. You'll find out a little bit more about it in a few of the upcoming categories. The next category is miscellaneous. We spent $189 on this category, and really this was gifts for Christmas.
Yeah, the next category is gonna be clothing, and we spent in total $307. By the time that we were in the United States, we got new shoes and we got new outfits, so this is the amount that we spent.
Yeah, those shoes that we had bought on the Camino were shot. They were time to be replaced for sure. Next category is our health insurance. As many of you know, we use Safety Wing. This amount stays very consistent every month, and we spent $325.
Yeah. Now let's talk about groceries. And in total, we spent, yes, let me just see, $601.
Yeah, this is basically room and board because we bought groceries while we were staying with our family. The next category is travel, and this is where things start to get interesting. We spent $1,207 on travel. And if you're wondering, you guys only took one flight, how did you possibly spend that much money? How did we spend much?
Well, we actually bought all the flights for next year and accounted for them in December for 2024. But the question is, how should we do this? Should we account that amount when we fly, or is actually as we're doing now? We don't know.
Because we want to bring you guys a realistic amount of how much you would spend as a monthly budget when you travel. Yeah. However, we spent the money in December of 2024, though we may not fly until August of 2025. So let us know down below. Account for it the month it's spent or the month we fly.
And speaking of the money that we spent in December, here comes eating out. And yes, we did spend that amount in December, and in total, $1,588.
Guys, it was a shock after spending 5 months in Brazil, and it's very affordable to eat out in Brazil. When we got to the US, we were surprised, to say the least, at the cost of food. So we're not sure how you guys are doing it because you guys pay the same price that we would pay in Canada, but in US dollars. So things are quite a bit more expensive in the US, groceries and eating out.
Yeah, it was expensive, but the food was good. So let's go to the next category, which is the highest one for this month, which is accommodation.
And we stayed for free for the entire month.
Do you know how much we spent? Okay, I have to take a deep breath. $6,181. Yes, $6,181.
Yeah. So how did we spend that much money? Well, we bought points. We bought IHG points and we bought Wyndham Rewards points. That credit card that we spoke about earlier, with that card, we bought 300,000 IHG points and received a bonus of 300,000 points for a total spend of 4,123 Canadian dollars. The Wyndham points, we bought 200,000 Wyndham points for a total of $2,058. And this is all for upcoming
2025.
accommodation in 2025. So this is one of those categories again. Do we account for it in December when we actually purchase those points? Or do we wait until we stay in the future and then account for the points that we purchased
Yeah.
for the nights we've redeemed?
We keep debating over wine here in Buenos Aires, but this is what we wanna
Ask you guys.
your help at all. But if you think about December, okay, December 2024, with all of these categories, how much did we spend? $10,629.
Doubled our budget in December,
Mhm. Yeah.
which worked out to around 343 Canadian a day.
Yeah. So here it comes and ends the year of 2024. But you are waiting now to hear how much have we spent over the last 9 months of full-time travel. We are going to go through the numbers and the categories again so you can see how much we spent on each category.
Yeah, and we're deciding to end the year now because our personal fiscal year starts in January, the new calendar year starts in January, and to be quite honest, it's just easier if we start fresh and January becomes its own new yearly budget travel spend. So if we take in 9 months, multiply it by 5,000, that works out to $45,000 that we had to spend for 9 months of full-time travel.
Yeah, so we are going to go and talk about all of those different categories. And by the way, if you are a member of our community, if you are a member on YouTube, all of the breakdown with the spreadsheets and presentations and everything else in between is available to you. Go and log into your account so you'll be able to see that.
Yeah, we're going to go through this pretty quick. If you guys want a detailed breakdown, there's lots of videos to review. So first category is cell phones, and we spent $276.
Yeah. The next category is going to be medical, and we spent in total $460.
Entertainment came in at $488.
Personal care, $1,194.
Miscellaneous was $1,346.
Clothing, we spent in total $2,307.
Yeah, and pretty much 1,000 of that was on footwear.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
The next one is our health insurance. 9 months of health insurance to travel the world cost $2,925.
Yeah. The next category that we have, it's going to be groceries, where we spent $3,112.
And that was low, I think, compared to what it will be in the future. So we'll look back next year. The next category is going to be fees and charges. We spent $3,659 on fees and charges, and a third of that, I would say, if not more, was due to a shipping cost that we had from Spain to Brazil.
Yeah.
Not happening again.
The next category is going to be travel, and spend in total $4,316. But if we do think about the babies, basically a third of this price is what you're going to be flying in 2025,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And then there was a big chunk of a cruise that we took. That was accounted for in the travel of this year too.
Yeah.
The next category is eating out. This is Jean's favorite category of all time, and we spent $14,191.
Yes, it's quite high. However, if you look at the amount of money that we spent for entertainment, it was only $488, and grocery again only over what, 3,000, right? So for eating out is when we go out, of course we do eat, we go to restaurants, we like to enjoy ourselves. And
yeah, and this was actually 3 months of eating out every single meal while we were walking the Camino, which is the reason that it is so high. Next year, we don't anticipate spending nearly this much money eating out.
Yeah, the next one and the highest one for the year, accommodation, which is $14,631.
Yeah, but again, if you look back at December's budget, 6,000 of that was pre-purchasing points that we're going to redeem in 2025.
Yeah.
For hotel stays. So
if we sum everything up for the year of 2024, we spent in total $48,903. It does represent around $178 per day or $5,434 per month.
So in total, if we had a 9-month budget, we would be, or we are over $3,903. So it's not the end of the world because, like we said, we've actually prepaid 2025 travel as well as a good chunk of our accommodation for
Yeah.
2025, right?
Mhm.
So we're okay with this number. We're in no way upset about
No.
going over budget.
No. Biggest learn opportunity for 2024.
Biggest learning opportunity, don't ship anything from Spain to Brazil. Not only is it expensive, it is an enormous headache trying to get it out of Brazilian customs.
Yeah, another one for myself as a planner, I like to be in control of everything and having an app that we can basically track how much we spend per month. It kind of gives me some peace of mind.
Yeah, and I think another lesson that we've learned is just to stay flexible with our planning too, which we're going to get into in future videos, but that's another reason why we purchase so many points for hotels. So if you're at all interested in both those travel plans for 2025, check out the video that's going to be on your screen now. We're going to tell you exactly where we're going and how much it's all costing.
Okay, we hope that you're well, safe, and see you in our next video.
Take care, guys.
Bye!